Yo, what's going on, everybody? Derek here, bringing you day 25 of the 31 Days of Horror. What I got for you guys today is a film from 1981. It's a slasher film. It's not my first time watching it, but it's been a while since I seen this film. I think I was like 8 or 9 when I actually watched this with my cousins back in the day. And I don't really remember it, so I just got it in the mail maybe like a week ago, so I wanted to watch it. So I decided to do it for today. And it's a film from Jeff Lieberman. If you don't know who Jeff Lieberman is, he's directed like Blue Sunshine, Squirm, the Killer Worm film, which is awesome. And Remote Control's another one he did. And his most latest film, which was a big gap between and it was pretty much like his return to horror, was Satan's Little Helper, which is a good Martin film, I have to admit. But what I got for you guys today is from 1981, slasher classic, Just Before Dawn. This is the Code Red Blu-ray of it. It has a Shriek Show DVD version, but unfortunately that's actually the theatrical version of this film on the Shriek Show DVD. If you want the uncut version with the gore and stuff, this is the one you had to get, unfortunately. So, yeah, directed by Jeff Lieberman, of course, from 1981. Has a very interesting cast in this film, like George Kennedy's in this film, Greg Henry, who I'm a big fan of because he's like a character actor who's in a lot of films after this film, like later on in his career. Like, he's in pretty much most of the James Gunn films, like Slither and even Guardians of the Galaxy he makes an appearance in. And George Kennedy, of course, just awesome actor, Cool Hand Luke, and yeah, just a lot of good like character actors and stuff in this. Like, well, I'll get into one guy in a minute. All right, let's set up the main plot of this one. The film basically you follow these 5 campers, and they're going to these mountain backwoods to camp out. At first, they are warned by the forest ranger, who's played by George Kennedy, that a lot of disappearances and stuff have been happening up in these mountains, and it's a very dangerous area to be staying in because it's so high up in the mountains. So, yeah, they blow him off, and they keep going and trekking along. And then they run into what they seem to think is like a drunken lunatic, but for those who watched the film before, he's actually was a hunter, and he survived this first kill that we see in the beginning of the film. But he's played by Mike Kennel. If you don't know who he is, he's from he played the owner of the camp in Sleepaway Camp. It's the same guy, the guy with the cigar in Sleepaway Camp. Same guy, and he's fucking awesome in this movie. He warns them that there's demons after him and stuff, and they're gonna be after them too if they keep going up this mountain. And they throw him because he's drinking and stuff. So they're like, "Yeah, this guy's crazy." So they end up in this waterfall area of the mountain, which is very beautiful and scenery wise and stuff. And they set up camp there, and then a lot of strange things start happening the day after. The night before, they get visited by these backwoods family. I think that you call them hillbillies, and they get wanting to get off the land again. And then the day after, that's when the film really starts to pick up, and they find out that there's this killer on the loose, and that they have to try to survive, pretty much. basic like slasher formula. Now my thoughts on this film. If you're like a fan of like more like the gore, like full out, blown out kills, which I love that stuff too, and don't get me wrong. But this film might not be for you if you're like more into like full blown like kills and gore scenes and stuff like that. Because a lot of the action doesn't happen until after like the 50-minute mark of this movie. After the one kill, the next like scene of like kills doesn't happen for like 50 minutes after that scene. There's a lot of character development in this one, which I really did like because it made you like to care about the characters a little more, in my opinion, in the film, and plus the chemistry between like the two leads, like Greg Henry and his girlfriend in the film. I really believe that they were like well suited, because when they fought and stuff, it really went with the film, and when they had like the emotional scenes, of course, it really felt like they were a couple. I really enjoyed that because it really did feel like they were a couple in the film, and they had like good like scenes together, and all the other characters too had really well scenes. Like I said, like George Kennedy and Mike Kennels, like I wouldn't want to say that they were like not the stars of the film. They were more like cameo. It's pretty much like, because it's like in their older career. They're pretty much paychecks, these type of films, when it's like these actors from way back then. And yeah, they're good in their roles. Like Mike Kennel plays like a good, like crazy looking dude. Like his version of Crazy Ralph's pretty interesting. Pretty much like Crazy Ralph is a reference from like Friday the 13th. And what was I gonna say? Yeah, George Kennedy as the Forest Ranger is really good. I always like him in like everything. Like Creepshow 2, he was good in, and like the Naked Gun films. He's just a really good like old class like actor who's worked with like all the greats in his career. He was in The Dirty Dozen. He could do whatever he wants. And yeah, like all the characters and stuff I really like. Now the actual like action really starts happening at the 50-minute mark of this film. It's really like some of the kills, like this one is killing involving like this rope bridge, which is really like well done, the way it was set up. And another thing I really liked about it was the reveal of the killer on the cliff. As you can see, like it's actually on the cover, so it's not really a spoiler. Really well done shot, and Jeff Lieberman's like cinematography and direction of this film is outstanding, and it's really beautiful setting they use. I don't know where this film was shot, but it really like feels like you're all the way up in like this mountain area with like this waterfall, and which you are pretty much. I think this was on location. I'm just saying, I don't know where it was filmed, but it was really well done, and I really enjoyed this film. And another thing I really enjoyed about it was the score. The score was awesome from this film. With this, like, it's not really like overdone, but it comes in like when it's needed, and it's really, if you can hear it in the background, I don't know if it's loud enough. It has like this whistle to it, which is awesome and airy and atmospheric. It goes with certain scenes, and that's when it usually plays. And it's really well done. Yeah, I could go on forever about this. I really enjoyed this film. If I had to rate Just Before Dawn, I'm going to give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. It's an awesome slasher if you're a fan of like the 80s and slashers. Def, check this out. Jeff Lieberman's a very underrated director. 8.5 out of 10. Check it out. Alright guys, that's all I got for day 25. I'll be back tomorrow with Monday through Fridays. 6 more days left to Halloween. Till the series is over too. So, I'll see you then. Peace out.